Hey y'all, welcome to Sweet Tea and Butterflies. Today I am participating in the Your Hoard collaboration. It is hosted by Sunflower Tasha and Joanna's DIY Life. So I don't have I have one project for you. I've kind of been playing around with some different things. I got some molds and I wanted to play around with some clay, and I've got a tin can here. I've been kind of getting on the little bit on the clay bandwagon there. So I'm taking I've got air dry, it's the Model Magic, which I think is air dry clay. But I'm working with, pardon me. So sorry. It is late. And I'm late with my video because, my kids kidnapped me for fishing. I mean, I'm not going to turn down fishing, so now I'm up late finishing up the video. But that's okay. I was in desperate need of some outside sunshine, fresh air time, and time with my kids. So, anyway, I'm playing with some of the air dry clay and some of my new molds. There's two of them that have butterflies, and then the other bigger one has a bird, or has, so sorry, has a bird and some flowers or birds and flowers and stuff. So I'm kind of combining some elements out of all of them. So I did find that it was necessary to kind of trim around, because I've watched so many creators just take and smear the clay until it's flush and not, my clay wasn't working that way. It might be because it's like the air dry clay. So, I just squished it in there the best I could, flattened it out the best I could, and I'm using my X-Acto to kind of trim off a little, the imperfections. It reminds me of flashing, like when, if you're working with I used to work in a factory where we did we made panels and stuff for, cars and all that. What the heck am I thinking? Chemo brain. Everything escapes me. But anyway, if y'all understand what I'm talking about, go ahead and throw it in the comments, because I don't know if I'll remember it, but at any point, and it will drive me crazy. But anyway, so I made a couple of the butterflies, and then one of the birds that's sitting on a branch with a flowering branch. Oh, I am so sorry about the yawning, y'all. But anyway, all right. So I've got a aluminum can there, which, anybody who is a crafter, y'all know, it's like, ooh, I'm going to save this. I could do something with this. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save that. So yeah, I've got cans. I've got pill bottles. I've got all kinds of stuff. So I decided to do something with this can and play around with my clay and all that. So I put all that on, put that on there. I put the butterflies on, and I just used, the Dollar Tree wood glue. It seems to kind of work as an all-purpose glue. And I just kind of spread it out with my finger so that I didn't have any squishy gobs. I wanted to make sure that it, adhered to the can. Oh, my bad. I'm so sorry. I wanted to make sure that it adhered to the can. And wasn't at risk of coming off. Hot glue doesn't like metal or glass that well. So yeah, I'm tuckered out, y'all. You know, it's kind of, oh, so now I went and I painted the can with the Waverly White, then I put the clear wax on, and then I put the antique wax on to kind of vintage it up. And then, oh, I must have lost the footage of me painting the yellow. Or am I paint? Oh, I'm painting it now. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, I'm having to kind of learn a new normal for me. I had a doctor's appointment this morning. I went to the grocery store, or well, no, I went to Dollar Tree and got my items that I needed for the Just Your Imagination challenge. And I stopped at Dollar General, and then my kids kidnapped me for fishing. So I've mostly been sitting around in the house since my fall a few weeks ago. PTSD from a fall is real, you know. I'm afraid to go take a walk or whatever by myself because I'm afraid, I'm afraid of falling again. I hate that. So I'm kind of getting into a new normal, but also with my treatments and everything, it it affects your stamina. It affects your ability to be as active as you're used to being. So I'm having to find a new normal. And it actually tuckered my activity today. Well, see? Well, it doesn't seem like much. It's more than I've been used to doing lately. I have to build myself back up to what I used to my levels that I used to be at. And there's no guarantee that I'll ever get back 100%. The chemo caused some neuropathy, which affects your, stamina and all that good stuff. But hey, I'm here and I am trying to grasp at every positive thing in my life I can. And today was a good day. I may be late with my video, but I got time with my kids. I got time out in the sunshine and in the fresh air. And I caught quite a few fish. So, hey, it's a win. Definitely a win. Now, if I could just figure out how to paint with the neuropathy. So, the whole process of this, painting the can and all that, the white and all that was easy enough. Putting the clay on it was easy enough. But the neuropathy also causes kind of some shaking. So my paint job on this isn't the greatest. It's not up to the normal par that I would prefer. But again, it's one of those things of, getting used to a new normal. At the very, I either need to get, I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. See, chemo brain. Anyway, but it's a matter of learning to work around the shaky, or hopefully the shaking will get better and I'll get back to being able to paint a little bit more accurately without as much issue. But one way or another, I will master what I need to master, or I'll just move on from doing, whatever might be. If there's no way around it, then, there's no way around it. But I will continue looking and working at it. And that's how I choose to look at this whole thing. So anyway, enough about that mess. I took and I painted the branch brown, and right now I'd done the darker green on some of the leaves, And then I'm dry brushing the celery on the leaves to kind of bring out the texture, like the veining in the leaves and stuff like that. So, and then there's a couple of the leaves that I just went ahead and painted in the celery instead of the dark green to give a little bit of contrast there. But yeah, this is more detailed painting, and I don't know, to me it looks like a grade school child painted it up close, but it's a start. Like I said, I have to get used to a new normal or learn to work around the limitations from the shakiness and all that. It's not a horrible paint job. It's not a horrible paint job, but it needs improvement. I think that was the lilac mist. I think that's what color I'm working with now, is the lilac mist. So some of the flowers I'm doing in the lilac mist, and the other flowers I'm doing in a pink, and I do not remember the name of it. And I've already put it up. So that's one thing I'm trying to work on, because we got a lot of clutter in the house. So I'm trying to work on, when I get done with the project and get done with my paints, put them back in the little boxes and put the boxes back up on the shelf instead of having paint bottles laying here and there. But yeah, see, I didn't make you watch me paint all that, but I did one of the butterflies with blues. I did one with yellow and orange, and then I did the other one with pink and the lilac. And right here, I'm just touching up some of the white on there, where I kind of got messy with the black and the antique wax for the butterflies. All right, so here I'm taking some lace and putting it around the top there. I copy stained. I had dug out a piece of lace from my stash that was really white, and since I wanted this to be more of a rustic, vintagey, old, making it look old, I went ahead and copy stained the lace a bit. You can see, I've had some ask me where Smokey is. You could see her tail there just a second ago, and I'm sure a few minutes ago you could hear her meowing as she's in season and driving me crazy. I will get her fixed eventually if life stops throwing me curveballs. Just about the time I was getting ready to take her in and get fixed, I got diagnosed, lost my job. Now I'm working back with my other attorney part-time. But I'm working my way back up to, but I'm working from home at the moment, which is a great blessing, because if I'm not having a great day, I can still answer the phones and all that, but I don't have to get all dialed up for work. All right, so here I've got a Buy Me a Coffee. The link is in the description box. I'd love it if you'd subscribe, like, comment, share. I will also have the hosts' channels and the playlist link in the description box below. And don't forget to go over and show all the other ladies in the playlist some love. I don't think we have any guys in the playlist, but if we do, then show some love to the guys and the gals on the playlist. But I think we're all ladies at the moment. Not that I don't appreciate a good crafting gentleman. I don't mind at all. But thank you for watching, and have a great night.